NPA will still take advocate Glenys Breitenbach's case for a court review and ICASA to investigate reasons behind high call and data rates. I'm Richard Brooks. The National Prosecuting Authority will still take advocate Glenys Breitenbach's case for a court review, even though she's allowed to return to work. Yesterday, the NPA said Breitenbach would be allowed to return to work and would meet with Acting National Director of Public Prosecutions Nomqobo Jiba on her return on Monday. On May the 27th, Breitenbach was found not guilty on 15 counts by a disciplinary hearing. But the NPA at the time said the findings were factually incorrect. The NPA says it will now take the case to the Labour Court for review. Telecommunications regulator ICASA will be investigating reasons behind high call and data rates. ICASA spokesperson Peter Grootes says South Africans are paying too much. Grootes wants consumers to fork out R329 for a fixed-line broadband connection with an increased speed. Telkom charges more than twice the rate. Grootes explains.
There's a lot of discourse in the public media, in Parliament, that costs of communication in South Africa are too high. This is what we should be paying for this. 40 megabits per second, R330 a month. And yes, it's unbelievable, but guess what? It's existing in South Africa, in the city centre of Joburg. If a startup can do this, why can't all of us? This is what South Africa wants to achieve. Proper broadband at proper prices.
The Marikana Commission of Inquiry has heard that on the 13th of August last year, police used tear gas and stun grenades on striking mine workers in Marikana to prevent them from entering the settlement. This after some of the miners without warning changed direction and headed towards the settlement. The miners had earlier told police that their leaders were not present and that they wanted to go to the Kopi and request Northwest Deputy Police Commissioner William Mpembe to summon their employer. The incident took place shortly before 2 police officers were killed. Mpembe is testifying at the commission.
If indeed you have answered this question, then I'm begging you to answer it again. And I'll repeat the question. Were you aware any stage that underlying the issues at Marikana was a wage dispute?
I know I'm going to sound like a scratch record. I have said the reason why we as police came there was because there was an unprotected strike, there was instability, there was violence. I've answered you over and over again since we started, and I remain there.
In sports news, South African strike bowler Morne Morkel has been ruled out of the rest of the Champions Trophy due to a thigh injury. Morkel pulled up while bowling during South Africa's loss to India yesterday. He was forced to leave the field, and the results of a scan indicate Morkel will play no further part in the tournament. Morkel's absence is a blow to South Africa, which will be hoping to bounce back against Pakistan in Birmingham on Monday. Dale Steyn is meanwhile battling a recurring side strain problem.